Hi, welcome to Gym School. We have started a new series, the Technique Textbook, where we are going to uncover the forms and techniques of different variations to maximize muscle growth. In our first video, we are going to uncover the forms and technique of a squat. First mistake, no proper depth. We see many people do this type of half squat. This is definitely not a good technique for muscle growth. Instead, go for a full range of motion, which maximizes muscle engagement, stretches muscle fibers, and creates long muscle tension. All of this fuels robust muscle growth. Second mistake, fast eccentric. Going too fast at the bottom. It can increase the chances of injury because this type of fast deep movement puts a lot of stress on the joints. Instead, when you go slow at the bottom, it prevents injury, and slow at the bottom increases the time under tension on the eccentric part and promotes safer and more effective muscle growth. Third mistake, lifting heels up. We see this mistake commonly among people. Lifting your heel while squatting increases injury risk. It puts extra strain on your knee and lower back, reduces stability. Instead, sit like you're sitting on a chair. Break your hip and your knee at the same time, or hip first and knee then. Sit slowly all the way deep. Your heel will never come up. Use your entire feet to produce force and do a squat. This reduces the chances of injury and makes sure your squat quality is high. Fourth mistake, leaning forward. Leaning too forward is not a good technique for muscle growth. Leaning too forward while squatting reduces your quad activation by shifting the effort to your hips and your glutes. This can interrupt muscle growth in your quads. To properly target your quads while squatting, keep your chest upright and a neutral spine. Ensure your knees travel forward over your toes and do your squat. This helps engage the quad more effectively. Mistake number 5, foot stance. Many people are confused on what foot stance to keep while doing a proper squat. Should I keep it wide or should I keep it close? It depends from person to person. Try a wide stance and also a closed stance. Wherever you feel your quads hit the most and your joints are not hindered, you are able to do a full range of motion. That is the right stance for you. Try this stance for a couple of weeks. Check which hits your quad better and pick the right one for you. But don't go too wide, that is completely a different variation and targets different muscle group. These are the 5 squat mistakes that we regularly see with people. Make sure you correct all your mistakes and follow the right technique to prevent injury, maximize muscle growth, and also to avoid wasting your time. If you put everything in order, your squat should look like this. Make sure you pick the right foot stance that works for you. Go all the way deep and do a full range of motion. While going down, control at the bottom. Not too fast, not too slow. A controlled range of motion works better. Stay upright, don't lean too forward, and use your entire feet to do a squat. Avoid lifting your heels, don't squat with your toes. All the best to improve your training quality. See you in our next video where we will uncover the forms and techniques of different other variations. Subscribe and stay tuned for in-depth fitness knowledge. Please let us know in the comments below if you want to uncover the forms and techniques of your favorite variation next. Until then, cheers to doing a perfect squat.